Hey guys, this is Tigress coming back to you with part 2 of Spider-Man Miles Morales. Not Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2. Yeah, sorry about that guys. Technically, before I clicked on Spider-Man 2, I clicked on Miles Morales by accident because currently right now on my PlayStation menu, I've got the 3 Spider-Man games and the literal only difference is Spider-Man PS4 is a red essentially red square with a white spider logo. Sorry about that. Miles Morales is essentially like a bluey black background with like a red logo, and then Spider-Man 2 is a black background with a white logo. And I clicked on Miles Baxton, but anyway, it's Spider-Man 2, Part 2. So we're finishing off where we were from last time. From last time, and by last time I mean yesterday.
Whoa! I'm getting the hang of this. Another updraft. I should check the view. Love a windy day.
Hey, Miles, I'm just getting to the raft. You on your way?
Wouldn't miss it. Who we babysitting?
MJ got a tip yesterday that Scorpion's being moved to Ravencroft. Not enough resources for him since Sandman became his roommate.
Scorpion can definitely throw a tantrum. I'll be there.
So guys, we'll continue with Spider-Man 2, and we are heading to the raft again. In all honesty, like, playing through Spider-Man PS4, a lot of it was a case of, this is what part, okay, so guys, this is what's happening. In Miles Morales, so it's like, okay, I know roughly what's going on, but with this, it's like, why did I go back to the raft again? I remember this location. Mainly because I was here like 2 days ago. I don't even think it was 2 days ago, but I think it... No, it was like 2 days ago.
You are listening to the Danicast.
I don't think it was... No, it was 2 days ago because it was like part 4 of Miles Morales. And that came out...
For you new listeners,
No, 3.
the Danicast.
Yeah, 3 days ago because that came out Wednesday.
Hey, man. Glad you could make it. Looks like I'm just in time.
Scorpion.
Keep it moving, Gargan.
It seems must just be something that's binded to him. Like, I get it doesn't really make sense to essentially give him like a whole new thing for like just for being in prison.
Thought we were just babysitting Scorpion today. Martin Lee.
Doesn't even look like Martin. It kind of does, kind of doesn't. Calm it, Miles. I can say now, if Pete knew Martin Lee was going to be there, he would not let Miles be there.
Miles.
Oh, I know what this is now.
It's fine. I'll be okay.
But yeah, Pete would have found some way to essentially manage without Miles and only have called him in if it was to go south. Or would essentially just have him on essentially standby. If Miles knew Martin Lee was there, he probably would have turned up anyway.
Red, yellow. These are...
Make sure the prisoners are secure.
I'll take left. Protect the ship! Form up on me!
I will say, Kraven's like planes or helicopters do look cool. I think what they are is essentially cargo planes. Doesn't look that terrifying.
I really should have stretched.
Your head will make a fine trophy.
Whoa, those blades are sharp. You must be new in town. Hi, I'm Spider-Man. In case you didn't know, these guys are
Take a swim.
Definitely want to keep him in prison.
Get out of our way!
Something that I do kind of like is
Give him the welcome wagon.
throughout the Spider-Man, like throughout the Pete Spider-Man games, like you will just have essentially a typical bad guy who has a bunch of henchmen who turns out not to essentially be the main bad guy. Like Miles technically breaks this trend because in that, like the underground are like just essentially henchmen.
Who the hell are these guys? I was hoping you knew.
But like, you know, they're the only like the thing for a thing is that the main bad guy in that.
Spider-Man is there!
Take out the defenses. Form up. Don't let him through. Overwhelm the guards and break down the door.
Take a swim.
They're trying to get inside the ship.
They want Scorpion and Lee. We gotta stop them.
What do you even
Now,
want
to
with these
explain
guys?
why
Like
Craven
your
wants
club
Scorpion
and
Lee,
plenty of members.
if you did see the end of last stream, like you'll know the fact that one of his henchmen was like,
Not like in the sound
why
of
don't we
that.
change hunting round? Because Craven wants a potential final fight. He wants someone to be strong enough to finish him. I think I've mentioned before, but he has some, I think it's cancer that Craven has in this, but he's got some sort of illness and he'd rather go out, he'd rather someone take him out than
We can't let him get near the prisoners.
have the illness take him out. So he's looking for someone to take him out. And when he comes to New York, he finds Spider-Man. But Spider-Man's not the first person who he finds.
What are you, vultures, kid?
Gotta say, the drones are pretty cool. I would have gone down for the glide instead of the web. I get why not, it's kind of a risky play, but I kind of still would have. Crossbows. Love them.
Distracted by the spiders. Our quarry lies within. They're definitely going after Scorpion. Can't let them get inside this ship.
But yeah, so Craven wants essentially a final fight. And he'll do what it takes to get that final fight. He finds Spider-Man and he's like, Spider-Man's a challenge to him. But because Pete has a more compass, he won't finish him.
You seeing these guys? A lot of money and tech here.
Yeah, we're not messing around. Seem desperate to get their hands
Until Pete gets the symbiote
Lee,
suit.
for both. If those guys get free again,
Not going to talk too much about how Pete is with the symbiote suit, because it does go through with the game. But when Pete does, like anyone who has seen anything to do with Pete with the symbiote, he does start to act a bit more of a case of, not necessarily more evil, but more of a case of self, like, starts to think about himself a bit more. Like, a perfect example of this is in Spectacular Spider-Man when he had it.
and more heads pop up.
We've got him on the ropes.
He made, like, he stopped, like, some criminals from robbing a boat, and he was contemplating, I think it was, like, it's been a while since I've seen it, he was contemplating whether he should
At least.
keep the stuff, or whether he should return it.
Why didn't we know the raft was
In the end, he
moving
does
Lee?
return it,
Doesn't
but he
matter
was
now.
contemplating it.
Let's just focus on taking these guys out, whoever they are.
But yeah, so if you know anything about Symbiote, you know eventually it starts to make you start to think, why should I help them? Or I'm not being too aggressive in that lot. Because it typically makes him a lot more aggressive.
What
And
now?
when he's got it on this, Kraven thinks he's gonna get the fight that he finally wants. Luckily enough, some sense gets knocked into Pete beforehand. But before that happens, the game does essentially show you, but like I'm gonna mention it now. Mainly because I'm not entirely sure whether I will get to it in this part or whether it's in another part.
We gotta get the ship free.
But he's not the first person. He finds Scorpion, Mr. Negative, Electro, Vulture, Rhino, I believe is one of the people who he thinks potentially might be that final fight.
People inside are gonna drown.
All the members of the Sinister and Spider-Man 2 except Doc Ock,
So easy.
because there is a cutscene with him at the end and he's still in his cell.
I got this.
There's more people inside.
Let me worry about them.
Basically, all the major players that you've gone up to except Doc Ock, from the first Spider-Man game to Miles Morales, Kraven goes after them.
Spider-Man, you gotta get topside.
And there's also one additional one that is chucked in.
You okay in there?
Trying to get out. Looking for civilians on the way. It's bad, man. What happened out there? Did those guards get to safety? Hello? Signal. Better hurry up.
But yeah, there is one additional one, and
Worse out there.
that's the Lizard. Now, I was thinking, should I mention him or not in this case? But the trailer does mention, or at least does show, the Lizard. I don't mind essentially mentioning stuff before it happens, if they've appeared in trailers. Or in Spider-Man PS4 and Miles Morales' case, they've been out for, like, Spider-Man PS4 came out in I'm gonna have to reload from last checkpoint because I don't know why that's starting to be weird.
Someone out there! Scorpion! He got out and he threw me in here! Scorpion's loose? I have to tell Spider-Man. I'll get you out!
But yeah, if it's showing up in the trailer, if it's showing up in the trailer and I remember it showing up in the
Find
trailer,
out of the way!
I will mention it.
Electrical access. Sounds promising.
Also guys, if anyone has seen part 1 from yesterday, you'll notice the fact that unlike most parts, which usually get a thumbnail about usually within the first couple hours after it's been uploaded, I was not prepared or like function in streamer mode yesterday. Like, I was excited to start this playthrough list, but like I did mention essentially yesterday the fact of my plans to be changed in the next couple of weeks, so Fridays are potentially, I don't know whether I 100% will next week, because next week I'm thinking of potentially doing a couple days next week.
The electrical current is powerful in here. Even I can feel it. I can't let it get to that guard. This amount of electricity will fry him alive.
They should technically still quite Mario.
I need you to stay away from the water, okay?
Except it's not a guardian, it's saving. It's Scorpion.
Thanks a million, kids. But I saved you. Really?
I think it's the same stuff that was injected into Pete in PS4.
Can't be.
It's not Miles.
No. Dad?
This isn't real.
We have eyes on Scorpion.
A superhero. Maybe I'm just a guy who doesn't give up.
But yeah, guys, any cutscenes that do appear in this game that background music, if they're skippable, like the music's gonna play and they're skippable, I will skip them. For the simple reason of, I'd rather not be in the position or a case of
Wait. It's not safe.
needing to go through essentially a process of YouTube getting content, or going through essentially an after source of like finding where the music is and just trimming it out, or wait until essentially YouTube getting content with it. But if I can essentially get past the case of not needing to go through additional things to trim out music that's potentially going to get me copyright strike, I will. Unfortunately, no one would typically survive that.
Get out of here. I have to find them.
Because what happened was Miles was poisoned by Scorpion and was underwater at the same time and started to like daze. Yes, the negative. There must be just some sort of leak. He's contemplating whether he should just leave him to die.
What the? Clear.
We got him.
Like I say, there must just be an air duct in there.
You cannot escape!
What is this? Venom power. I can barely control it. Hey, Spider-Man! They got me!
Scorpion 2! I'm after them now! Miles, do you think you can handle me? I can turn around right now!
No! I got this! Go on!
Are you sure?
I can't let him near my family again!
Pete, we've got
Not
this.
after what he did to my dad! I have to protect them!
Although, when Pete does get the symbiote suit, technically saying, we have got this, would technically be accurate.
Got this!
But yeah, guys, any suits in Spider-Man games that aren't, or in any game that essentially has a customizable suit option, that aren't, say, the original, I will say at the beginning of, like, that series, if a suit comes from this, how you unlock it. And in the case of Peter Miles, it's quite simple. I said Miles is literally you unlock it, like in normal gameplay, you unlock it right at the end. And Pete is a variant of the normal advanced suit. Although it is interesting to see what customers like, what suits that do get added into these games and what suits don't. Because like Spider-Man, like the movie suits, I think all the movie suits in Spider-Man 2,
Let's see you try!
like you've got the classic suit, like you've got Tom Holland's hybrid suit, the Amazing suit, which I think is from Amazing Spider-Man 2. It looks kind of like the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit, but I think it's... No! That is the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit. I was like, it looks like it. That's the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, which looks so much more better. Like, that, I would say, is probably one of the worst Spider-Man live-action suits we've got. That is definitely one of the better ones. That's number 2. That's the base Advanced suit, and then that's the Advanced suit 2.0. That's the homemade suit, the upgrade classic suit, the web suit from both web suits from the original Toby movies, the upgrade suit, the stealth suit. You also got the classic black suit, the Iron Spider armor, and then the new red and blue suit, and the black and gold suit. So, yeah, so I believe all the movie suits are in.
Give him twice what you receive!
Like, I get why putting the movie suits in here, because it's like, good and ties them in with the movies.
I don't know who you are, but you messed with the wrong city.
You cannot escape!
And you think I'm naive?
Like, the Amazing Spider-Man, I think it was number Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit wasn't originally in PS4, and I think it was added in late, like it's one of the last suits to get added into the game.
Bring him to the cow!
But yeah, I'm always intrigued to find out what suits do actually make the cut for the game.
Keep him grounded!
Because I get for those movie suits, but
I think that's all of them.
like if I had to pick say one or two movie suits, I'd go the web suit in base colors and like the black variant, because it's just a black swap, so it'd be an easy variant to put in. I'd do the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. I'd then do his homemade suit from Marvel's movies, the Stark suit.
That's... Well, okay. I'm on my way. We'll deal with Scorpion later.
His final suit in Far From Home. And then the like red and blue suit from No Way Home. Or no. The red and blue suit from it's like I'm looking up like the red and blue suit from the third movie, and then like the red and black suit that he got at the end of the second. But those would basically be the only movie suits I would put in.
He's not going anywhere!
I'd also put the homemade suits for base.
No!
Heller, run! I'll stop it! I'm here, guys! I got you!
You want to rip apart the door? Feel free to.
Lay off me, so I can stop that propeller! Can't whip that propeller with these guys beating on me!
We've got him!
How many times I gotta tell you people? Lee stays with me!
And he's not going nowhere. This next is way too dangerous to be out in populated areas. Anyone who essentially stops you from being able to hit them with shield or like double-bladed based people in Spider-Man games, as soon as you essentially run them off, like take them up to like the sky. Oh no. Well, round 2 against him and round 1 for Miles. I'm only kidding. The game wouldn't make you fight on this early. Not when there's, you know, a boat ripping and potentially going to kill hundreds of people. Because Miles is gonna 100% make the right call.
Die. You don't know what you took from me.
Craven.
Spider-Man, let him go!
Miles, it's not worth it. Let him go. We're gonna bring down this whole ferry plus kill an additional 20 people.
Spider-Man, I need your help!
What do you think about the room, Miles? You to be letting about 15-20 more people potentially die, or letting one person who stepped over the line of you many times get away and then go after them another day. Now that's just pollution. Yeah guys, thumbnails for both part 1 and part 2 and the playlist for Spider-Man 2 will all be up within the hour after stream ends.
First responders are on site now, at least. Police are still fishing, but there's no sign of them. Any luck upriver?
Nothing but debris. Who were those guys?
Whoever they are, they're packing some serious tech.
And now they got all that, plus Scorpion and Lee.
Hey, whatever they're planning, we'll find them. We'll stop them.
Yeah.
And we'll bring back Lee. Martin Lee is not getting away this time.
When I saw Lee inside that ship, my powers, they...
You think his energy got entangled with yours?
I don't know, man. But it feels... volatile.
Well, wherever Electric Blue came from, it saved the day back there. Hey. We'll put Lee back where he belongs.
I will say, I do like how Pete's like white like Spidey logo looks on his suit. It does look really cool. Miles isn't the best. Like, I do agree on some level, like this version of Miles' suit isn't the best. I still like it. I do get why some people don't.
You're too much, man.
Like, I would have just done, I would have get rid of, say, the blue, essentially the electric blue around the top, around like the shoulders and like symbol. Do you say a red or black symbol on his chest, and then leave it a day?
Hey, Miles. Getting used to hearing that voicemail of yours. Dropped you a pin. Wanna come through?
Hey, Gwen.
What? Too busy to visit your fam?
Nah, I was just giving you space after you got out.
Don't need it. Besides, we gotta settle some things.
We do?
See you soon, kid.
Just go see him and get it over with, Miles. Then we focus on whoever took Lee and Scorpion. Something tells me they're planning something big.
Craven 100% is. Ooh, where I think we are. Basically, guys, in Spider-Man 2, you have essentially two parts of the map. You have, like, the main part, like, New York, but then you have, like, the Queens, like, you have downtown Queens, the Astoria area, like, the Williamsburg, and, like, downtown Brooklyn, as areas I can all go to, too. yeah, for Spider-Man 2, they definitely made the map bigger, and it's a good and bad thing.
Another day, another disaster.
Like, I overall like it because it means more areas to explore, but it also means more places that you need to, like, do and, like, sort to get plots.
To inject themselves into a situation that was already being handled by the proper authorities, and completely botched it. A new group of mercenaries made their presence known in the hijacking of the supervillain Scorpion and Mr. Negative. Not much is known about this new collective, other than their penchant for animal skins, but one thing is abundantly clear. The Spider did nothing to impede them. Had law enforcement been allowed to do their jobs, these criminals...
The funny thing was, J. Jonah Jameson mentioned Scorpion.
Like
I believe in comics, and at least in the 90s Spider-Man show, he did create Scorpion.
Just want to point out that what you're saying
Like, some of Spider-Man's greatest villains, that J. Jonah Jameson has blamed Spider-Man for. J. Jonah himself has created that he's funded a few of their stuff, and they've ended up backfiring, because the projects were like things like ways to stop Spider-Man and all that lot. Turns out, nope.
No, but that's not the issue here.
I don't have time to get into a circuitous
kind of a nice little
argument when there are costumed criminals reducing our city to rubble on a daily basis. Think of all the shipping delays we're gonna
Hold on, Scorpion suit appears to be minded to him. Why didn't Lee's never worn a costume? He's always been open. Doc Ock, fair enough, but he's again locked behind bars. Vulture, kind of, but like it's a potential case of who knows. Shocker, Vulture are probably the only two, and Rhino's is a Rhino's suit is like fine.
Depends.
Relax. I'm not trying to get my ass kicked by my nephew again. Your dad used to give me that exact same look.
Why the sneakers are probably a questionable look. I do think they kind of make it look a bit more unique to Miles.
Kid?
Martin Lee. Someone got him out.
I know what you're thinking, Miles. This is not on you. We can't let him live up here. It's just another kind of prison.
It's not that easy.
Never said it was.
I was wrong about
Sometimes you gotta
Parla.
push the past away so you can make room for the future. That's actually why I called. Need your help getting something. Could get it myself, but parole means Prowler's retired.
What is it?
Just some old tech I gotta get off the street. Stashed it by a decommissioned Roxxon lab near Central Park.
Yeah, I know the one. Are you really putting Prowler behind you?
Behind us.
Now, I 100% don't personally believe that Prowler is gone forever.
Getting something?
How did you...
And Miles, that Lee business? Don't be stupid.
See, I thought his uncle would be like, yeah, take revenge and all that, but my fault, I misjudged. But I don't 100% think Prowler's gone forever. I think in Spider-Man 3,
Serious, Miles. I've heard this
Pete and Miles are going to be, like, stuck, they're going to need backup, and
Now what else is going on?
I think Prowler is going to be potentially one of a couple people who help him out,
I don't know.
even though it would mean going back to prison.
I'm here. What am I looking for?
Just use your eyes, nephew. Uploaded some Prowler code into your mask when I swiped it.
Of course you did.
The stash stays hidden until it detects the code for my suit.
I'm pretty sure it's that thing down there. Yeah.
Last step is to decrypt the key. Give it a shot. Don't cheat. Take your time.
See, these are kind of annoying because you kind of have to keep them somewhat in that.
Done.
When it's like a
Not
decent
bad,
sized
kid.
like area to do it, it's not too bad. But I think there are some where it is just kind of push it.
Another gate.
Yeah, so it's like some aren't too bad. Like that's like easier than anything. That's kind of pushing it because you just have to get it into like the square.
Sweet. Can't pull it open from down here.
I kind of get why.
You would have made a decent prowler. You should be seeing how to get inside now.
Recognize who he is.
Got it. You wanna finally tell me what this is?
Old suit prototypes. Feel free to keep it. Some good tech in there.
Cool. Could definitely use this.
Listen, this isn't the only stash.
Um,
Whoever freed Lee sounds like my tech is right up their alley. I want it falling into the wrong hands. You're the only person I trust with this.
okay. I got you.
Coordinates are in the mask. Thanks, nephew. Don't be a stranger.
I potentially might hit a few, but like again, like most like things that essentially
Oye,
we're doing around the map.
me enteré de lo que pasó con el transfer y con... ¿Estás bien?
Sí, ma. Todo bien. Estaba ayudando a Uncle Aaron with some stuff.
Ah, ¿y cómo está él?
Está tratando.
Pues qué bueno.
Mami, te veo en casa. And before you ask me again, estoy bien. Te lo juro. Te quiero. Let's head out into the city. See what's going on. Maybe even find Lee while I'm at it. Maybe I can snap a few pictures for Robbie.
Open to peek. I did say I'd probably try and spend as
Chief
like
Clark, everything okay?
We're about to demolish a hospital that was damaged during Sandman's attack, but there's a lot of debris slowing down the technicians. If you're free, they could really use your webs to help keep the building stable while they work.
Absolutely.
Thanks. We'll keep working until you get here.
I did say I'd probably spend a good bit more time with Pete. Basically, a lot of time the tricks is if it's like a case of the game's not giving you something like deliberate to do as the Spider-Man you're currently at, switch, and you might find it was just a case of
People are trying to brand someone. Hey, are you crashing my fight or am I crashing yours? I'm crashing crime, dude. That's the best you can do.
Oh, you're done now. Light work. Sweet. I gotta bounce, but I appreciate the assist.
All right, but the next post-fight pizza's on me.
got a split. Roof to see, like, basically, a lot of the time you can also just double check this, and it'll basically just tell you. Like, rooftop fireworks is both Pete and Miles. Where have you been? It's just Pete. Which I am gonna go and double check. Because if I'm remembering correctly, I'm pretty sure where have you been is the stuff to do with a certain detective.
Ready to come by the Foundation?
I say certain detective.
Sure. I'm excited to see what you're up to.
A certain captain from Spider-Man PS4.
Oh, gotta grab this call from MJ. See you soon.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Just got off the phone with Harry, and this Foundation thing could be interesting.
Oh, nice. Some hope on my work front, too. I dug into the tech that gang used to mess with the prison transfer. It's DARPA-level stuff.
Yeah, whoever's behind them has a ton of resources. Miles thinks he saw their leader. Some kind of big game hunter, fur vest-looking guy.
Interesting. I'll keep digging. If I can get this story on the front page, it might help us track him down faster. Maybe save my job, too.
I know, like, I shouldn't be ignoring crimes, but at the same point, if I stopped for every crime, I'd be stopping every 2 seconds. Plus, I'm not the firefighters. Or the firemen.
Hey, what's up?
Just wanted to let you know that I talked to Gloria, and Feast is gonna send a donation truck to the house tomorrow for the rest of May's stuff.
I don't think I'll be able to go through everything by then. Could you cancel that? I promise I'll donate it all myself as soon as I'm finished with... everything.
I'll call him right now. But don't push yourself too hard, Parker. I'm serious.
Hey, you know I'd rather be curled up next to you with the latest physics journal right now. Especially that French one.
Sometimes you're just too romantic. I'll talk to you later.
Basically, for Pete and MJ, like, a perfect sort of, like, night in would be Pete reading some sort of science-based journal and, you know, MJ looking into some sort of, like, report.
Spider-Man, over here!
Hey, Chief!
Thanks for coming. We've managed to set our explosives in every zone except the last one. The demo crew's in there. There's 4 of them.
I'll find them. Just keep your radios open. And make sure nobody touches that detonator. Spider-Bot can search faster in there than I can. Your time to shine, little guy.
I will say Spider-Bot does look a lot more like a lot more durable in this game.
All right, I find the people. Clark gets them out.
Is anyone out there? Help! Is that a robot?
Hey, it's Spider-Man. I just relayed your location to fire and rescue, so they'll be here any minute. It's gonna be okay.
Spider-Man. Thank you.
Hey, Clark, did you get the location I just sent over?
Our team's moving in now. Thanks.
Yeah, with rats in here? I'm not that surprised.
Time to test out my pulse blast then.
Yo.
Anyone? I can't move! Help! Hang on, I'll get you out of there.
Conjuration built. It makes sense.
Thank you. Help's coming. Fire and rescue knows where you are, and they'll be here soon. You're going to be okay.
Thank you.
Hey, Clark, you should be getting a new location anytime now.
Just came in. We'll head right over once we finish getting Mr. Robleski out.
Some of these locations I would say Pete should be going in. Because, like, that dude is literally, like, buried in that middle of a random room. Like, there's no safe way to get into this room, but Pete could probably come down from like, the ceiling.
Looks like I need to go up. So it's field testing time for my latest upgrade.
Like, there's some like, parts in this that I don't think firefighters would be able to get to. So I presume Pete probably would. Like, how's the hell is someone gonna get up here?
Just hang on. Should have enough traction to pull him out. Oh, stuck. Get me out of here. Fire and rescue's on its way. Are you okay?
I'm good. But I've got somebody up ahead of you.
Pete might be asking if you're okay, but Spiderbot's just on his way. Just doing what Spiderbot can do.
I just set a new location your way, but this guy said someone else is still trapped in it.
Really? You're not missing anyone else. But if you can find them, we'll get them out.
I'm on. Nobody here.
Damn it, you can't break the door. You actually have to pull them open. Which it makes sense, the game wants you to do it a certain way, so you should be doing it the second way.
We got everything worth taking. We keep digging for more. This whole place is gonna come down.
The prophecy says we don't die today. You want to be a follower of the flame? Start trusting him.
Follower of the flame?
As soon as they're done with the deserter, we're out. The explosives will bury whatever's left of him. And the evidence.
Kills him. Wait. I've fought these people before. Organized and fanatical. Yeah. Big cult vibes.
What about the intruder that's been skulking around?
They can't stop all of us. Now keep looking for supplies. We'll need them in the days ahead. The flame is disappointed in you.
What are they?
Oh no. I didn't say anything to the police. Never even mentioned the flame. I just wanted out.
Then you should
Basically, guys, the flame, the stuff to do with the flame will basically just be side work that I will be doing.
Painfully.
Get out of here!
Huh? The fool's beacon! Prophecy says you chase us eventually. Prophecy? Oh man, I'm always mixed up. What's my prophecy? Endless fighting? Death by building?
Let's see, your prophecy is getting all your asses kicked by Spider-Man and living to regret it.
That's it?
Potentially.
Oh, okay. This is something! Did anyone else hear that?
Like, the building's coming down, he's willing to be kicking their ass down there.
Can we take this outside? Is everyone okay? Besides me knocking you out, obviously? We're better than you ever will be. Who are you people? The only one worthy enough to survive what's coming!
Finish him off before the police get here!
Pretty sure this building is gonna fall apart before then! This will be...
Hang tight.
Flame burns eternal.
That's a sharp blade. That probably would have cut them.
Thanks. So what's your deal?
There you are.
Hey!
You never did like my smoking.
Yuri Watanabe.
Yuri?
Lowlifes call me Wraith. Fits pretty well, I think.
I tried... Where have you been?
No time.
What about them?
They made their choice.
This will be a new record.
He did.
And they said it couldn't be done.
Personally, I probably would have. Because at the end of the day, they did make their choice.
Looks like Yuri took off. I thought she'd just need some time after what happened with Hammerhead. But coming back with that suit and a name like Wraith, I should keep an eye on her. And the other on these cultists. I need more eyes.
But yeah, guys, there's basically reasons for doing that stuff. I'm doing the stuff with like the flames. It connects all up to Yuri, which then connects back up to Spider-Man PS4. Because if you don't remember, in the DLCs, Hammerhead basically pushes Yuri's buttons one step too far. After literally not slaughtering, but killing all of her men that were there right in front of her, and probably torturing a few of them at the same time. After it, she snaps and goes on a revenge spree. She almost kills him at the end of the second part of the DLC, Turf War, but fails, and then you see blank notes to do with her.
I was wondering what this place was.
To do with Yuri in Silver Lining. But for the most part, it's basically just some strung up information. You don't find out more until Spider-Man 2. Which is why I went out my way in Spider-Man PS4 to find the information.
That's Emily's tree. This is perfect.
You made it.
I thought you said this was a startup.
Yeah, I was hoping for something a little less... this. But my dad was the one who, you know, he made all the arrangements.
Peter Parker!
Norman Osborn.
So, what do you think? It's a far cry from that chop shop that Otto had you in. And now that you're on board, this place is really gonna start cooking.
Not what I would have gone for.
Dad, Pete hasn't decided he's joining yet.
Oh. Really?
But I was gonna give him a tour. Let him decide for himself.
All right. You know, seeing you boys together again. Right then.
I don't know why, and I can't explain why.
Get your badge out.
Because I don't know why.
Go exploring.
Almost every version of Norman Osborn has always been sort of like Peter Parker, the perfect son.
So the first thing I
Here's
want
my
to show you
disappointment son called Harry.
Harry, this place,
right? Dad went a little
Like not
more
in
over
like
the
not
top.
in those exact words, but like for example, in Ultimate Spider-Man,
But when I got out, I made a few changes.
Norman's turned into Goblin
I
at this
salary
point.
into research projects,
In
installed
Ultimate
diverse
Spider-Man,
support
it's
to keep us on
different
the right
compared to
track.
normal.
and made sure all research aligned with our mission.
But in that series, he's turned into
First, I want you to
Goblin,
meet Dr.
and
Young,
essentially
who's a
he goes
leading
after Pete
entomologist.
with the Carnage
You know what
symbiote,
entomology is.
which in reality
Yeah.
was just
Dr.
Venom.
Young is doing this super cool research on
At
bees,
that point in time, was
to be
just
more
Venom.
precise, on bee predators.
So everyone thinks he's going after Harry because he wants to go after his son. In reality, no, he was just on about Pete. If Pete just stayed in the suit and that, he would have been fine.
Young?
You must be Peter. So nice to meet you. I think you'll like this project.
Great to meet you, Dr. Young. Harry says you're working with bees.
Yes, and it's quite an urgent situation. A full third of the food you eat every day comes from crops pollinated by bees. But worldwide populations are in steep decline, primarily due to a significant predator.
I was kind of hoping it was
Carnivorous
that 50
bee wolf.
skips.
So, we developed an innovative way to help the bees. Want to see how?
Whoa, this is cool.
These little drones are essentially bee bodyguards that we're training to detect and attack bee wolves.
AKA bee killer wasps.
And you're helping with the machine learning algorithm. Do you see those little holographic bee wolves? The better you are at shooting those, the better our drones get at recognizing what to target.
The idea is for the drones to scare the bee wolves away, not hurt them.
Hear that, little bee wolf? You still get to pollinate another day, too.
You're done, Peter. A very productive session.
Pew, pew, pew.
Okay, flying home.
Pew? Pew, pew? Pew.
Those virtual bee wolves you just took out were real. You'd have saved the lives of about 2,500 bees.
Wow. I'd love to help any way I can. I could take a look at juicing the neural network speed.
Oh, yes, please.
Maybe if Pete decides to join us, you two can talk some more. Thanks, Dr. Young.
Okay, enough of
I've got so
the
much more to
pew
show you,
talk.
Pete. Let's go. Now, up ahead is the medical
Technically
research.
not Mars, but go on.
We're doing cutting-edge proton beam work, using protons instead of X-rays, with better targeting and less radiation.
It's all the stuff we talked about. All the stuff we dreamed could make the world a better place.
Harry, a moment, if you please. Any chance it can wait a sec? It'll be quick. Thank you.
Doc, this is my friend Peter. Peter, Dr. Connors.
We've actually met. I used to work with Dr. Octavius. You came to the lab once to consult on electrotactile stimuli.
Oh. Yes. It's a shame about Dr. Octavius. His work had so much promise. Any changes since this morning? Dizziness, aches, pains, anxiety, impulsive thoughts?
Nope. I've never been better.
That's what worries
Yeah,
me.
if he said impulsive thoughts,
to
just
see
wait
you
there to come. But guys, Venom in this compared to like normal is a bit different,
Using
and
second chances. Hey, listen, I gotta go make a call, but feel free to explore. Come meet me upstairs when you're ready.
So that was crazy. But it seems to be working for everyone to have Dr. Connors here. Guess I'll look around.
it's a cool lab and everything. It's just not my taste for a lab.
So much to see here. Where do I even start?
Oh. Why? See, why have two bathrooms and have them as gender neutral? Like, I get kind of the purpose of having gender neutral. But at the same point...
I should explore as much as I can right now.
If it's the elevator, I have no idea how it works, so I'm gonna go and use the stairs. Oh, that dude can... Is it... No, I'm not playing that card. That's not worth the joke.
Yeah. Hey, whenever you're ready, come meet me up here.
I'm on my way. I'll see you in a sec. You really have a particle accelerator?
We use it to send proton beams to that treatment room downstairs. It's being repaired right now, but we'll have it back up in no time.
Incredible.
Why has no one ever
Where are
heard
we
of
heading
having a
now?
normal lab?
Up to the top floor.
Your energy seems really good, Harry.
I feel great. So put your Wayback Helmet on and think back. Even before...
Like, I'm not even going to start pointing out the reasons why having an active particle accelerator in the building could be a bad idea.
Now, do you know the...
Hang on.
You're a popular guy.
Go on,
Sorry,
Miles.
it's just my tutoring job. You were saying?
You know the stuff everyone studies in middle school with Gregor Mendel and the pea plants?
Yeah, I think so. About genetics and plant hybridization?
Exactly. So, Dr. Foster up ahead, he's won every top prize in the field for his work with plant genetics.
Wow.
Hey, when you were walking around, did you have a chance to feed the fish?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you have to. It's seriously one of my favorite spots in the whole building. So calming, and we're doing cool research inspired by the cellular structure of the koi fish's scales.
I'll be sure to go check that out.
I promise I will, Harry. It's not like after I've dotted the I's and signed the T's, I'm not going to just leave and pretend this place never existed.
If you look at it that way.
Got it.
This way, dude. Dr. Foster.
Thanks, Dr. Foster.
Ah, Peter, I presume. Harry talks about you frequently.
So nice to meet you.
Dr. Foster is working on agricultural efficiency.
With the population growing and the climate changing unpredictably, we need to adapt more quickly than nature normally would. Genetic recombination can customize crops to best meet these new challenges, be it extreme weather or an increase in pests. Would you like to see this testbed?
Okay.
The idea is to tweak a plant's genes to maximize optimal qualities. For instance, a plant that can thrive in drought conditions. In our simulation, the goal is to maximize growth. Why don't you practice on this?
Okay.
Basically, with this, you
Match
just
the
sort of need
base
to get
layers
like
to incorporate as many growth
like
genes
those
as you
like.
can. That'll be a plant that can.
This has got white there, white there. That's got white there, white there. You just need to connect them.
Interesting. Okay, I think I get the hang of it.
Great. Now you're ready to try the real thing. This is a plant we're working on to grow well in drought conditions. Corporations patent
You just need to find the
GMO
pattern
seeds
and
for
essentially
profit
connect
and
them.
are rightly criticized. But ours are open source,
Which
developed for
is slightly annoying at
sustainability
points.
instead of financial gain.
So smart.
Usually just take like a second just to go, right, that's how that pattern works.
One step closer to feeding the world.
Nice work. Listen, I know you're not officially on, but could you look at one more gene for me? Curious to get your take on it. It's a crop specifically adapted
Those
to
are
urban
usually stuff that you
gardens.
need,
Of course.
and
Let's see.
annoyingly, like they don't go back to exactly where they were. So I just literally just need to swap them over.
Beautiful work, Peter. Using this technology, we're on track to end world hunger by 2035.
Wow. I know a rooftop you could use for a real-world test if you're interested.
Oh, very much so. Harry was right. You'll be a real asset here.
Thank you, Dr. Foster.
So now where?
Last stop. Might be my favorite. It's commanding, but not overbearing. Playful, but not tasteless. Impressive, but not show-off.
Your office.
Or is it our office?
Harry.
Now remember, the things you've seen today are just
I don't get my own
a
office.
taste of what we're working on. But don't decide just yet, not till you've seen this last thing.
Okay.
Come on, where's your badge?
Harry's office
You'll
better
need
have a
to
hot
get in.
tub and a gaming room in.
Where did I put it?
Don't tell me you lost it.
Nope, false alarm. Right here.
Go ahead. Swipe.
Wow.
You had a pizza party?
Man. Harry. This is all so amazing. It's perfect, really. It's just... Things are really hectic right now.
When I was in treatment, all I could think about was, what would I do if I survived? And I kept hearing my mom's voice, telling me that our planet is in trouble. And it's my responsibility to save it.
Basically, guys, in Spider-Man PS4, Harry had a potential, like, miniature, like, sort of station set up around the city.
If you join me, there's so much more that we can do. I mean, we both know you're the smarter one. Come on. Let's make my mom and May proud, huh?
It's amazing. But there's one thing. Can I move my desk over there? I like to face the wall when I work.
Oh, one quick thing.
Ah! I'm gonna need a little time to transition out of my tutoring job.
Of course. Take whatever time you need. It's all about balance, right?
But Coney Island later, yeah?
You bet.
If I was to find that Peter Spider-Man, he'd basically say, come in the office whenever you can. If you need to leave because of Spider-Man stuff, it's fine.
Oh, hey, I forgot to tell you. Some of our researchers have field experiments set up around the city. If you have time, check them out. I've sent you the locations, and your badge will grant you access.
All right, I'll swing by. Hey, sorry I didn't get back to you before, but I just got a new job.
For real? Well, that's awesome. Where's it at?
This new foundation run by my best friend. It's incredible. But I can fill you in later. What's up?
The guys who took Lee and Scorpion? Ganke and I tracked the exhaust trails from their aircraft to the Williamsburg bridge. I'll meet you there.
Hold on, don't you have an essay to finish?
Yeah, but duty calls.
Trust me, your duty is to your future right now. I'll keep you updated on anything I find.
All right. Good luck out there.
Plus, if I was to find out after, say something like six months to like a year, probably even that's at the end of like this game, Pete probably feel confident enough being like, "Hey, Miles, can you just cover us?" Yeah, sure, why? I'm at work. Yeah, I got it. I mean, at the beginning of the game, Miles went to sort out the Sandman thing, but Pete only got involved because he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need your help."
Bad guys. Maybe Miles and Genki had it wrong. Hey, I'm at the bridge. There's no sign of our mysterious safari pirates.
Oh, man, we were sure it was there. Sorry about the wild goose chase.
Don't sweat it. We'll find him. Littering? Come on, man.
Huh? That's just bad timing.
Okay. What in the... Arachnid, come on! Now have your boss with the main get this kind of tech! True knows how to demo. You could have just said I don't know!
This potentially might be the last like mission I do for the end of the stream. Like I checked before I like jumped onto the game how much like percentage we had.
You criminals? Not far. They're enjoying their freedom.
That's not ominous.
It was less than 10%. It was like
Got them in my sight. Out of here! What do we have here? Maybe it'll lead me to some answers. Okay, Birdie. Take me to your nest. Gonna miss these chases when I'm an Emily May. The adrenaline, going through the city like it's an obstacle course, never gets old. Getting to do real science, though, for actual money. Oh my God, I finally did it! I have a stable career!
Do you though?
Cool it, Parker. Daydream about those fat science stacks later. Time to chase.
God, it's kind of a thing for Pete when he thinks his life's going great. Something comes up and just says, "Hey, I'm here to fuck you."
Is it a real gun that actually works? Up, and you won't get away! No! Nice cloaking tech. Mind if I take a look under the hood?
Mind if you give me 30 seconds before you try and kill me?
I'll take that as a no.
Considering it's hard to fight crime and be thirsty at the same time.
That's 2 cloaks now. I wonder if I can get my suit to identify their visual frequencies. I don't see your boss around. Where's he hiding? I want to talk to him about his lifestyle choices.
You are not worthy of his attention.
But Scorpion is? Okay.
Don't get hit.
You know, I've got nothing against Gargan. I'm just saying I've kicked his butt a few times.
Finish her.
Now, where's your boss? Another robot. Maybe I can test something out. Okay, let's see. Sorry, Birdie. This is just as awkward for me as it is for you. There should be a... Yep. Oh, is that your home?
Oh, come on, Birdie! Let go! Come on! I'm not buying a ticket for this ride!
Gonna send this location to MJ. Maybe she can dig up some building records. Where are we going now?
We're landing right here. For two very simple reasons. Westfall stream did run in a like longer yesterday. Yeah, you know what, fine. Although I wasn't going to, but it's like, yeah, it's fine.
It's an old food market. Owner died last year. Building sold a few weeks ago. Wait. This buyer. There's some shell company that's been acquiring property all over the city. Like, whole city blocks. I tried to do a story on them last month, but the trail dried up. Every person I was talking to just vanished.
Go make yourselves useful. Our departure is imminent.
Who are these people?
I'm gonna find out.
Good luck.
What was that noise?
That was fast. You find something?
Two things. This armed group calls themselves Hunters.
Connection's good.
And they've got a lot of accents.
International mercenaries?
That's what I'm thinking. Could be front page material for your article.
I'm writing it up now. Thanks.
Oh, and speaking of work, I accepted Harry's offer.
That's fantastic. We should celebrate later after you're done with your current work.
Totally. Talk soon.
Enter through the hole. What hole? Oh, that one. The one that sits you out of the way.
Spider-Man! Got him! Kraven! That's their leader? Got a bomb!
I'm being blind.
Bring him down!
That's everyone. Now.
Yeah, it was basically, it was right underneath me, so it's like, where the hell is he?
Surveillance video from the blind I was just at. Looks like they've got others. All around the city. I'll send this to Genki. But he could help pinpoint these. What's Kraven hunting? And why?
Although I probably will do if I get If it does potentially become a bit too long, I probably will just do a case of, guys, this will be it for now.
You hungry too? See you later. Aw, for me? You shouldn't have. Whoa. Oh, sturdy and flexible. I wonder.
Web lines.
Nice.
That's where I was seeing web lines from.
Time to take my shiny new toy for a test drive.
Surrounding bases are online. Remaining blind secured. Opening skills open.
These guys are better equipped than most armies. This Craven guy must be rich. Or well-connected. Both.
I've seen him walk a hunter back from the brink of death with what he carries in his pouches. That's restricted straight jacket. Modern.
The spider is here!
Is that him?
Okay, well, this is gonna go the hard way. But yeah, guys, anyone who essentially blocks your attacks in this game, as soon as you bring them up to, like, essentially above the ground, they can't do nothing. Which means they come from the most annoyingest enemies in the world to one of the most simplest in the world.
Alright, where to next? Looks like this is the only way. A research lab? That's the Tiara Abetai. One of the rarest flowers in the world. Its extract has some pretty powerful medicinal properties. I tried to get some years ago to counteract Scorpion's poison, but couldn't afford the flights to Raiatea? Guess Craven could. Hallucinogens. Probably the worst part of Scorpion's poison. If Craven's adding this to his arsenal... Ugh.
See, I thought it was, like, from MG that you find out about some of this stuff, but no, it's Pete from, like, investigating, like, all this. Because, guys, I'm pretty sure that is Scorpion's armor.
Dr. Farley Stillwell? His genetic experiments gave Scorpion his abilities. Craven sure does his research. Craven's studying Lee's blood. Maybe he's trying to figure out where his powers came from.
An experiment,
himself.
if I'm remembering correctly.
An inner demon mask. Lee's old superpowered gang. Craven better not be trying for the same with his hunters. Aunt May was so proud of her work at Feast. Lee broke bad in a big way. I just hope that doesn't mean everything he ever touched was corrupted. Were they testing their weapons on that armor? Whoa! And not a single scratch.
It looks like Scorpion's armor. I don't think it is.
Almost an exact replica. Must have been probing it for weaknesses.
Yeah, so it's just a replica of
Too
Scorpion's
careful with
armor.
Scorpion.
Which means I was wrong.
Wait a sec. Would you look at that? Hey, MJ. I have another name for you. Kraven. Seems like he's the boss of these guys. And he's here on some kind of hunt.
Kraven the Hunter. What's he hunting?
Whatever it is, it definitely involves Scorpion and Lee. Mind looking into this Kraven guy in the meantime and letting Miles know what's up?
Already on it. Stay safe.
How many more fires must we light out in the city?
Ho sentito qualcosa.
Found more webbing.
I'm gonna quickly try and...
Spider-Man, above us!
clear all this out. I have no idea how you were staying up there. See, part of me knew for a fact that this was going to take me like an additional 15-ish minutes. You can't kill me, not until I've met Kraven anyway. See, Kraven starts to get like a real case of, ooh, Spider-Man after the suit. Like, after he puts on the symbiote suit. Before that, he starts
Really
looking at
use some answers
Harry.
instead of questions right now. That looks promising. All right, Kraven. What are you looking for? Wait. I get bringing Scorpion and Lee on a hunt, but Black Cat's a thief. I don't... Never gonna win Best in Show with that attitude!
Stupid not.
Nice doggy, kitty, robot!
Like, I like dogs, not like robots, but not ones that are trying to literally hunt me.
Those teeth are no joke! Heal! Roll over! Play dead! Finally! I was wondering when Animal Control would show up.
He is tying us up!
I'm trying to wrap this up quick.
Actually, now that you're here, question. What's Kraven hunting? Maybe I can help.
Finish it.
This would go a lot easier for everyone if someone just filled me in.
Craven hunts what man fears most. That's all you need to know.
Oh, so he's hunting failure? Intimacy? Clowns! It's clowns, isn't it? Good riddance, I say.
Where are you going?
Whoever said how much I hate shields? Take a life track. Trust me, being in some creepy dude's basement is not what I consider fun.
Scorpion, Martin Lee, Black Cat. This Craven guy's putting together quite the team.
And Vulture. Basically, the way it would work for Craven is, you kill him, you go free. He killed you, you end up dead. But he's a good hunter. That these tricks wouldn't work on Spider-Man because of Spider Sense. They're not going to work on Craven because of how good of a hunter he is. Like, he knew Scorpion was still in that room. He didn't know where, but the fact that he knew he was in there and knew he was under his hand. And I'm presuming he's immune to like Scorpion's sting.
Is this the best you can do? They said you were a killer. Imagine my disappointment.
He's not teaming up with supervillains for some hunt. They're his prey. Felicia.
I'm not so surprised that his first words out of what, like, after seeing that was Felicia. Because quite simply, Vulture and Vulture, Scorpion, and Mr. Negative can all handle themselves. They've all gone toe-to-toe with Spider-Man and almost all killed him. Felicia is just a common criminal. She's a thief. She breaks into nice places, steals nice stuff, and makes a profit from it.
Listo.
For what?
En serio. My date's almost here and you're surfing the web.
Back down on the block.
Hey, so I found a base belonging to those safari pirates, or hunters as they call themselves, and learned their boss's name, Craven. And he killed Scorpion, and he's got a whole hit list of supervillains.
Wait, what? Does this mean Lee?
Don't know, but this list is extensive. These must be the people Marco warned us about. They were hunting Sandman.
No way.
And Felicia's on their list too.
Black Cat? Your ex?
Exactly. She won't listen to me if I say she's in danger. But maybe she'd listen to someone she doesn't know. If MJ reached out to you with some addresses, would you be up for taking point on this?
I got you.
Thanks.
Which will be stuff that'll be happening in part 3.
I gotta clear my head for a bit, but call me if anything comes up, and we're
going to find Lee, Miles. I promise.
But yeah, guys, that'll all be stuff that'll be happening in part 3. Because I thought it was going to take a bit longer than it actually did, and I was wrong. But either way, that's the end of part 2. Hope you enjoyed. If you're new here, like and subscribe. I should really start saying this at the beginning. But yeah, this is Tiger signing off. Bye.